Your Monday morning. Thanks for starting the work week with us here. And if you're headed out to work today, going back to school this morning also, warm.
Yes.
It's going to be warm today.
I got out of the car and just intentionally made a note to see how warm it was, and it was about 70 degrees.
Wow, already
at 3 in the morning.
Isn't that crazy?
So, yeah.
So we're going to have even hotter days ahead. But it's not going to last forever. We've got this good stretch this week, and then I think if you like fall weather, we've got more taste of it coming up. So it's not just indefinite for a while. So that'll maybe be some good news for some. But if you love the summer heat, you have to enjoy it the rest of this week, because we do have a front likely to come in by the weekend. This morning, we're starting off in the 50s and 60s. It is pretty comfortable out there this morning. Mainly clear skies above. There's not a lot going on this morning. You can wake up, headed out the door, not really worried about the weather. Just think that, okay, this afternoon, though, we'll be in the upper 80s, and some of us could even briefly hit that 90-degree mark. But this morning, things are pretty quiet. We have a lot of 50s and 60s, but compared to yesterday morning, many of us are actually cooler this morning because we had the rainfall, the last night, and so that kind of kept things just a little bit warmer for your Sunday morning, but it's still a nice morning out there. We just really were warm for some of these locations like Muncie and Kokomo and Greencastle yesterday morning, but it's a comfortable start. Not a bad way to begin a week. Right now, we're clear. But if you look off towards the west, this is kind of interesting. We call this stretching in meteorology. You just see these clouds kind of going off in different directions. They can't really come towards Indiana because we have higher pressure that's sitting over the Great Lakes. In fact, this is our next storm system, and this is the thing that comes in for the weekend. You're thinking, Matt, it's just over towards the Missouri River, right, going the east side of Nebraska. It's on the other side of Mississippi, but not by far. And you're right, but it can't move. High pressure is going to block it, so I think we'll keep that edge of the clouds in Illinois the next couple of days while we stay pretty sunny. So we're going to expect that throughout the week, but then that system will move in for the weekend. And then we'll be talking about more cloud chances and also more rain chances. But today there will be barely a cloud out there as we head into the low 80s by about early afternoon. But later into the afternoon, we'll get close. I'm not sure if we'll hit it today in Indianapolis, that 90-degree mark, but there could be a couple of folks that briefly hit 90. Now, if you are one of those, it'd be very temporary. Most of the day will be spent in the 80s, though. Our average high this time of year is about 80 degrees. So to be anywhere in the mid and upper 80s is definitely above average. But here's a look at Future Track 13. This is noon. We'll be in the low 80s, maybe some upper 70s, depending on where you live, and then we'll all get into the 80s in the afternoon. Maybe a couple little baby clouds just passing on by. That's about it, because high pressure is blocking that next system. So day after day, we're looking pretty quiet. It will be hot, though, for our high school, middle school athletes as they're practicing. Make sure they have a lot of water. Make sure they got the water to go all week long, because we'll probably stay in the upper 80s through the work week. But if you look towards the weekend, you do see signs of change. So Julia, coming up a little bit, we'll talk more about that next front and the rain chances that could come along with it.
All right, Matt, thank you. Well, it was a night in the entertainment world, a big one with several